Alright guys, update of the century. So we're here right now in Gander, Newfoundland. I hadn't slept in around a day and a half since leaving Charlotteston, but that's alright. I've been blessed, I've been humbled, because I was able to get a carpool immediately after leaving the boat when I arrived here. And the gentleman ended up taking me to Gander, and the best part is I found out that there is a public transportation that will continue my journey to the rest all the way to St. John's. So I only ended up walking an estimate around 4 hours, 5 hours, so it's not bad. So I already bought my ticket, my stuff is already on the bus, which is taking a 20-minute break or so, so we'll be leaving in around 20 minutes. But yeah, that is my update. I thought I'll share it. I'll see you guys in Newfoundland. There's Gander, yay! Hey sisters, I made it. I've made it. I knew it. I told you I was gonna beat those odds. Well, I don't know if I ever did tell, but I beat those odds. I'm now in St. John's, and truth be told, it's a really nice area. Right now, the game plan is to go to Signal Hill. It's about a 23-minute walk just outside of the city here, which, I mean, I don't mind. What's 20 minutes or what's 23 minutes to the person who walked all the places he did. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Tomorrow we head out. It'll be my last day here in St. John's. I still hadn't seen the Atlantic, but I am very close, because right outside of Signal Hill, it is the view for the Atlantic Ocean. So pretty excited about that. Want you to see this really cool view here. This right here, not the Atlantic, however, already connects to the Atlantic. So goes to show how close we are, you know. I'm trying to find a place to eat, because I hadn't eaten anything in about a day and a half. So I am very hungry. It's 10 a.m. I believe. I hadn't looked at my phone in a while because I'm scared of looking at my phone. In fact, I'm actually gonna put it in my backpack because I can't have it freezing up, because I got bad news. My my portable charger fully died. It didn't want to turn back on anymore. I guess the weather was just too extreme for it, and it just died on me. So I just put it in my backpack, so that way my phone stays warm. I don't really need my phone. Yeah, I like to listen to music, but I feel like I've already been listening to a lot of music and not just enjoying the view for what it is. So tomorrow my flight leaves at 2 p.m. So I do plan to get to the airport before that. I say around 12. There is one place I want to visit that's north of St. John's, where the airport is, and that's just the legislation building, the Confederation building as it's called here. Apparently it's off limits. You're not allowed to go inside, so I will just be outside of it walking around. I don't know if you can see that all the way up there. I don't know if the camera is good at picking up things from a far distance, but all the way up that mountain, there's that little tower thingamajigger. That's called Signal Hill. And I plan to go up Signal Hill. And as you can see, it will be quite a hike. If you didn't see the building, then I'm pretty sure you saw the mountain. The mountain is what we have to climb. Real quick though, I am gonna go to the convenience store and buy a water bottle because I have no water. So yeah. Oh, hold up, they got brunch. Man, oh man, I do love brunch. And they're open, but it's vegan. Saturday and Sunday is the vegan meal. I'm not vegan, sorry. All right, I got my water, True North water. I am really thirsty. I hadn't drank anything in a very hot minute. I don't know about you guys, but at least for me, flavor, water has flavor. There's some waters that are more supreme than others, and you cannot change my mind about that. It all has to do with the minerals or some fancy stuff like that. Oh, that cafe is open. I might eat there. before I head up that mountain. Yeah, screw it, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat and then I'll record again. Okay, I'm back. Oh man, that food was delicious. You guys should have seen it. It was I got some Western eggs, you know, with some hash browns, some delicious French toast with some jam. Yummy. And also I was given directions on how to get to where I need to go, and that is through Signal Street or something like that. So all I gotta do is find Signal Street and go on a straight line. Is that Signal Street? Nope, that is Plymouth. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. What else? Opinion about St. John's, really beautiful area. I was told allegedly on the bus that this place is very dangerous city. They told me. I call bullcrap, because I hadn't seen anything sketchy here this entire time. Maybe it's because I'm in the touristy area right now, maybe, but I will be leaving the touristy area tomorrow, walking all over the place, heading towards the airport. So we'll see. Apparently it's gonna have I don't even know how they described it. They described it as freezing rain. I don't know what freezing rain is. I've never experienced that kind of weather before. It's snowing just a little bit. I don't even think the camera is picking it up for how little it's snowing, but there are like little tiny snowflakes falling here and there. But yeah, in a bit apparently it's gonna do freezing freezing rain. So look at that, new biome unlocked. Oh, Signal Hill, I see it. There it is. So a straight line from here will apparently take me to where I need to go, which is cool. Oh, the other day, so let me kind of give you the rundown of what on how I even got here the other day, because you know, I didn't know that there was even a bus going to St. John's, but when I landed on the boat, let me drive the boat.
Let me drive the boat.
I left North Sydney, Nova Scotia around midnight, and I got on the boat, and I didn't arrive here at Port Chus. I don't know the French name, and I don't speak French. I arrived here at approximately I'll continue to what I was saying in a bit. I just don't like to speak out loud when there are people walking around, which leads to awkward sentences that aren't finished. All right, what was I gonna say? So I arrived here on the other side of the Newfoundland Island on approximately 8 a.m. I didn't sleep. I hadn't slept since Charlottetown until, you know, last night. But I hadn't slept because I thought we were gonna arrive at 2 in the morning, and so I figured, hey, whatever, you know. Obviously I wasn't mistaken. Mistakes were made. Rookie mistake. But I was able to hitchhike because I was walking. I don't even know what town it was, but it was the nearest town to the port, and I met someone at a gas station there going east, and so I asked if I could hitchhike with him, and he said yeah. So I was able to hitchhike, and I made it all the way to, I don't even know what that other place is called, Deer Lake, I believe it was Deer Lake, and that was the farthest he was going since he lived there. And so I just continued walking and walking until a couple hours later I was picked up and taken to what was that place called, where I was the other day, at the airport, Dominus, Daquis, I don't remember, started with a D, and that's where I found the bus shuttle from the airport going to St. John's. I ended up paying $46, which is a hell of a deal to go from one side of the island. I was like halfway across the island, but it was already getting dark, or it was about to get dark. It was like 4. So from one side to the island. I paid $46. Man, I'm really screwing up this sentence. I'm trying to focus on not slipping since the snow is back. But yeah, we made a lot of stops. We stopped at Dildo, and YouTube, if you gave me a strike, you're roasting the people of the town Dildo. And we also stopped by near Butts, and if YouTube, you give me a strike, you're making ops with the people of Butts. Those are real towns, and we made a stop there to pick people up, and we arrived at St. John's very late at night. It was about 9:30 p.m. I tried to get a motel, couldn't happen, because apparently there's gonna be a St. Patrick's festival and a lot of people came. So right now the town is filled with tourists, which is good, because if St. John's is dangerous, then at least I am just one of those random tourists that came for the St. Patrick's festival, even though I am on a complete different mission to keep going east, where I'm heading right now. But yeah, that's basically the rundown. All the motels were booked, so I had to pay $200 to stay at night at a really bougie hotel. Actually, probably the most bougie hotel I've ever been to. I was gonna record there, but at that point it'd been about 2 days since I slept, so, or at least a day and a half. I don't even remember how long it's been, but I was extremely tired, so I straight up just opened the door, dropped on my stuff, got butt naked, and slept. That's it. Well, I wasn't actually butt naked, I should mention that. But yeah, I basically just took off all my gear and slept. It's not really cold here in St. John's either. I checked the weather. It was, or it is 20 right now, but it doesn't feel like 20. I'd say it feels like about 30. Either that, or I'm just slowly getting used to the cold, which I don't mind. Ooh, ow, stepped on a rock. But yeah, I do like St. John's though. Realistically, I would like to move here. Best part about being a university student and getting to travel is that you get to see a lot of the world, and you kind of wish that you lived in places like these, you know. You can see a beautiful view from the city, but I won't show just yet until we get to where we go, because the higher we are, the cooler view we get. But yeah, so if anyone is from Newfoundland, hit me up with job offers. So there's a mountain we have to climb. Hopefully there's a way up there. I'm pretty sure it is, because if there wasn't, then I don't know why they wouldn't give me directions, or why they would give me directions. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we have to take that road. Who knows? I kind of don't know which one is a Signal Road or Signal Street Road anymore. Look at these houses, man. If I had to pick a color on the house I would want to live in, I would like pink or light red. I feel like that would stick out like a sore thumb. But then again, all these houses stick out like a sore thumb. Even though the neighborhood is filled with them, they are uniquely the cool. Battery to Signal Hill Walk. All right, guess I'm taking this way, which makes sense, because I have to keep going higher. Could we get much higher? So low. Ooh, I was messing around and I grabbed the stick, but it was filled with thorns. God, I'm so stupid. All right. Oh, they're pretty sure this is the path we have to take. I don't know. Oh no, trail over here. I hate hiking so much. Well, I love to hike, but not when I'm out of shape. And I am definitely out of shape. That's the little path. It's gonna be frozen. I'm gonna slip and I'm gonna die. I'm not even a full mile away from the Atlantic anymore. It's quite literally on the other side of this hill. This is not the Atlantic, by the way. It's like a wannabe lake, but not really a lake. The path is up there. All right. If I die and we find this, blame LeBron. Blame Daddy LeBron James for my death. He came out of nowhere and sun shined all over me with his big fat oily booty cheeks. Watch it not even be this way, because that's how my luck is. If there's one thing you probably had to have learned from this video, is that my luck is so bad that I quite literally take the most hardest ways up just to realize that wasn't actually the way up. And I don't even know how to get up there. I don't even know which way the trail is. Let's see. Which way is the trail? I don't want to take the wrong way. I really don't. I've been taking wrong ways kind of this entire time. So I really need to think it through. All right. So I'm going to play it smart and take the street. That may not be the right way, but it is my way. So we're gonna go ahead and take that street and not risk anything, because I am tired of making risks, unnecessary risk. Like take the one in the Citadel, Quebec. Literally almost died. Quite literally almost died. And it was all for nothing. And then I had to suffer getting all the way back down, and I got buried inches deep in snow with my legs. So I'm not doing that no more. Ya no mas. This might be it right here. See, look at that. I found it and no one had to die. Don't you just love miracles somehow? No spiky branches involved, no one dying, no one getting blown up or falling down a cliff. No LeBron James. Aww. Just stairs. Oh, I am so out of shape. Oh, look at this beautiful city, dude. Oh, what the Sigma. As you can see, almost every building here is colorful. It is a beautiful city. I wish I could live here. I've been going east this entire time. East this, east then. Well, east on these nuts. How about that? Bruh. Holy crap, that rhymed. I should be a rapper. I'm gonna pull up a map. There should be a picture of a map right now showing that is in fact the Atlantic that you're about to see when we get up there. It is not just a random body of water that I am standing behind. Hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I already know that this vlog is gonna be ass. I already know it, because there just wasn't a lot of content to be had, truth be told. I feel like I did more walking than doing content taking. And then I didn't record a lot of like the private things I did. For example, when let's see, what's a good example? Well, during my 2-day break in or 3-day break in Quebec, you know, I walked around the city. I went back to Old Town Quebec. I walked on a creek trail, slipped a lot, but I didn't record any of it because it was supposed to be my little private adventure, you know. And I feel like that's important for content creators to do. It is okay to travel and it's okay to record, but here and there you just need time to yourself. So during that time, I didn't pack the camera, I didn't pack anything. I just did me. I'm glad I did, because I needed that like time to talk to myself, you know. Right now I am talking to myself, but I'm essentially talking to you guys. I mean, sit down with yourself and talk to you, you know, schizophrenic style. Because every now and then you just need to check up on yourself, you know. Be like, hey, Frank, or Hermie, whatever name you want to call me. What's up, man? And I'll be like, it's pretty Sigma, not gonna lie. And then like, all right, see ya, and that's it. Whew. I don't know where I'm at, but I see a bench. Oh, I'm getting itchy. Oh, please don't tell me the sweater been blocking the view this entire time. Let me change that. There you go. Tucked it inside the camera. Look at that view. Every time I go higher, the city looks more and more beautiful. Truth be told, this is hands down the most nicest city I have ever been to. I travel a lot. I traveled all across North America. Mainly, hold up. I'm gonna scratch my chest because the camera is making me itchy. Either that or I'm sweating, one of those two. All right. I don't even know if I'm getting good views. That's the only thing I hate about having this thing strapped to my chest. I can't see what I'm recording until I review it. So if it's been coming out poorly, which I know for some parts it has, especially the more earlier footage, I'm sorry. But anywho, I feel like we made it to some Ninjago temple. Look at this little entrance here. Northeast, that is what I've been doing, and I will continue to do it. I don't even know if I'm going the right way since this trail spreads off even more. So that one is going up north. So if I go north, therefore, if my calculations are correct, I'm also going east, making it northeast. You might be thinking, why not pull up Google Maps and check? Well, because this phone's already at 85%, and I hadn't used it at all aside from taking pictures, as you guys been seeing. So if I use Google Maps, my phone is gonna blow up and die. So because I don't have my portable charger anymore, that means it doesn't have life support anymore, and it's gonna die on me. And if it dies, I have no way of taking pictures or doing nothing. So why risk it for the biscuit? My saying, or not my saying, but my motto has always been risk it for the biscuit. But this time I'm not risking it for any biscuits. Screw that, because I need my phone to be alive. I have a umbrella with me. I brought a umbrella. I packed it back in Arizona because I have learned from that mistake. I feel like every time I come back from Canada, I learn from a mistake, and then when I come back the next time, I'm more prepared, you know. So my first ever mistake was not bringing an umbrella. I learned that in Vancouver, because it started to rain every like 2.5 seconds, and it wasn't sprinkling. Oh no, it was a man's rain. So brought an umbrella. It was a big umbrella too, and it couldn't fold. So I quite literally carried it all the way from Vancouver to Los Angeles. So I learned from that mistake. And then when I went to Edmonton, it was freezing cold up there. You know, not as much as this cold, but I learned from that mistake. And so every time I come, I started bringing flannel shirts and a sweater. The only reason I didn't pack a sweater this time around was because storage was already limited, and I was at my dorm. I wasn't back home, so I don't have any sweaters in Arizona, because why would you want a sweater in the desert? So that was my mistake, I suppose. But I knew, I was expecting cold, but not this cold. What else? What did I learn in Regina? I learned that it is not pronounced Regina, it is pronounced Regina. And I know I keep making this joke every 5 seconds if you guys have seen my older content, but Regina rhymes with vagina. In Winnipeg, I learned the importance of bus traveling. During this entire time, I've rarely taken buses up to that moment, and Winnipeg was just too big to explore everything I wanted to. So I've learned how to navigate the buses. I feel like with every time I come up to Canada, I always learn something. So what did I learn here is probably what you're asking. Well, little Jimmy, I'm not gonna tell you crap until the last scene for this vlog. I've been through the thick and thin throughout this journey, and no mountain is about to stop me. The only thing that could stop me is LeBron James. LeBron James. Oh. I'm gonna cut a lot of this. Oh, look at that, all the way over there. Can you see that? No, because the camera's probably not picking it up. That building is a Capitol building of St. John's, the legislation building. That's pretty cool. It's so big, I can see it from the other side of the city. I don't know much about Signal Hill, I'm gonna be honest with you. In fact, I don't know a lot of history about Newfoundland. My knowledge of history stops at Quebec. I don't know much about the early European history of Eastern Canada and its provinces. I'll be honest with you, I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong or don't know. And this is one of the things I don't know. I would like to know, because I'm pretty sure this place has amazing history, but I just don't know what it is. There's a museum right here. I could technically find out, but I'm not here for museums. My time in St. John's is limited. Ooh, a cannon. Can I even get up to that cannon? I'm assuming. Okay, never mind. We do have time. We do have time to go see that cannon.
Hell no, man.
If there's a way up there. Don't tell me I have to raw dog it, because you know I will. You know I will straight up walk through this entire bush shrubby thing and walk all the way over there, risking death. But let's see real quick if we could do it morally, which I believe we can. All right, let's see what we could learn from this one. Watch your step. I know that. Oh, here's a trail. All right. Ooh, that was hard snow. All right, so what could we learn from this? Queen's Battery. That's where we're like around here, visiting center. There's a tower. Ladies, look out. Ooh la la. But I'm gonna die alone. And this is the Atlantic right here, essentially. Once we make it right here, that is the Atlantic. And I don't know what's up with a lot of ponds being named Dead Man's Pond. I realized that throughout my journey. What is it? Oh, look at that. This is a history of Gibbet Hill, where we're at. In the 1700s, Gibbet Hill was the site of wooden scaffold where the bodies of executed criminals were hung on display. Later, Wallace Battery was built on this hill to cover Signal Hill Road in case of an enemy attack. This is the shortest of the Signal Hill trails, and after visiting the summit, hikers return by the same route. Bull crap, I'm about to jump off this mountain. Look at that, there's a trail. There's Signal Hill. We'll go up there in a bit, I promise. There's whatever that is. And then there's a random cannon. It looks like a real cannon too, not like one of those fake ones I've been running into a lot. But we'll test the theory, because there's only one way to know what cannon is real or fake. I don't know if I mentioned it out loud, but essentially you look inside the hole of the cannon. If it's covered up and you can see it's made out of plastic on the inside like it normally is, it is a fake cannon. If you look on the inside and it's hollow, oh, this one's actually a real cannon, but they just covered it up with the plastic I was talking about on the outside. Normally they do it like around here. Holy crap, this is a real cannon. Can I open it? No, it is a fake cannon. Let's see. Oh no, they just showed this shut. All right, I don't know why you're gonna shut off a entire cannon, but not like anyone's gonna carry a cannonball up here. that great? No, it's not. Oh man, this view keeps getting prettier. I swear to God. Lord have mercy. I'm alone in this big fat trail. Yeah, the cars are here, but they're just driving up there. I puss. Views like this, I always like to think about life. Beautiful, beautiful. Anywho, let's pull out Morbius and put him in a cannon. Morbius, where are you, Morbius? It's been a while since you've shown your face here, dog. I need you to be on top of a cannon for me, if you don't mind. You know, the day I lose Morbius, it's gonna be like losing a brother. I can't stress this enough, how far Morbius has been with me. He's been through the thick and thin, literally. How can I leave you up here, Morbius? I wanna keep you up here, but I don't know if you might fall. I feel like I could do it. What if I place him here on the sand? Holy crap, it works. All right, well, let's see. We'll just take you a photo like that in front of a cannon, because you're badass, Morbius. You don't know how much I love you, Morbius. Everyone crapped on you for being a crappy movie, which I've never seen Morbius, so I don't know. I don't know if Morbius is a crappy movie. If it is, then I probably won't carry it around with me, but Morbius is a good movie. Well, truthfully, I'll probably still carry Morbius. I can't tell you why I carry Morbius. It's a well-guarded secret. Only me and one other individual know why Morbius is carried around the world. You guys can never know why I carry Morbius. Maybe one day, when I get 2.3 billion subscribers, I will mention it. But in the meantime, I only got, I hadn't even seen anything regarding my channel. But last I checked, I had a 130, which I probably still have 130 since I hadn't posted anything. But yeah, 2 billion subscribers. That is what I'm requiring before I talk about Morbius. Yeah, it's crazy to think that this is it. I have made it from coast to coast. Kind of the opposite of Manifest Destiny. Rah! Because the white man, or the European, made it from the east to the Pacific. Atlantic to Pacific. I feel like, and I did the opposite. I did Pacific to Atlantic. Ooh. Because I've been in Long Beach. I mean, I live in California, so, you know, I've been in Long Beach. I've seen the Pacific. Pretty nasty. How the water there is yucky. There it is. The Atlantic. I have now made it to the Atlantic Ocean. European ruins. Ain't that interesting? Ain't that beautiful? A canteen, a toilet. You are seeing the remains of what once was the early presence of European settlement. I don't know the exact years, but I do know this. North Canada is essentially where all started. That is where explorer Pierre made his way through this very ocean, crossed the St. Lawrence River, where we saw in Quebec. That is where Samuel de Champlain crossed the Atlantic, this very Atlantic that you're looking at, made it through the St. Lawrence River, and set up the first ever colony of Canada, Quebec City. Throughout my journey, it's been horrible, I won't lie. I've been tired, I've been exhausted, my back's been killing me. Carrying around that big lump of coal everywhere I go. A lot of money was wasted due to errors and my mistakes. But you know what? I think that it was all worth it. Every last bit of it. In fact, I'm willing to even go as far as to say that all of this was almost divine intervention. I got stranded in Quebec for what, 4 days? But I see why, in a way, it had to happen. To rest. I don't think physically and mentally I would have kept going if I didn't get those days worth of rest. In fact, something that I didn't even mention through camera, because I wanted to save it for this moment, if I even made it this far, is that I was preparing to go to Halifax to leave through the airport. I mentioned that I want to go to Halifax and somehow find my way to St. John's. That wasn't the truth. I lied to you guys. I'm a cheeky little liar. Because I called Air Canada and they were willing to exchange my ticket from St. John's to Phoenix, to Halifax to Phoenix. And that was what that coin decided. I was gonna make it look like an accident, saying, oh shucks, we're not gonna make it. Oh well, I better leave through Halifax. But the truth was, that's why I flipped the coin. It was to either keep going or see this. Keep going or go home. And you know what? I kept going. I kept going because I'm not sure if I'm stupid or if I just knew that in some way deep down I was able to pull it off. Realistically, I didn't think I was gonna pull it off. The second I landed in that port, I was on the other side of the island. 7 days walking, a whole week. Yet somehow I pulled it off in 1 day. 1 day I was able to pull it off because of the kindness of people, the kindness of the good old Canadians, because of the carpools, because of the bus driver who let me through his bus even though I didn't have a ticket. I was able to buy one right then and there, give him cash. It was a kindness to the people I met along the way that I was able to make it to the Atlantic. Now, why is this a big deal? You're probably asking yourself. Well, because, I don't know. It's a big deal because I want it to be a big deal. Simple as that. Simple as that. I'm quirky like that. I wanted this to be a big deal. And guess what? It was. I'm putting my backpack up here because I don't want to keep carrying the camera. Let's see. You good? Yep. Hopefully you could hear me. If not, sorry about that. Sorry that the audio got worse. But I have made it. I made it. Along my journey, I have met a lot of nice people, a lot of great individuals that I think I didn't do justice mentioning on camera. And I've been able to see it in private. You guys didn't see it, but I saw it. The goodness of people. Strangers helping me out when I needed help, and now as my phone, just as recent this morning when right when I ate, when I can't use my phone because it doesn't work anymore. You know, it only technically works now for photos since the portable charger is dead. But yeah, there were still people that was able to point me to the right direction, and here I am. I'm thankful. I am thankful for life. My butt is cold because of the ice, and now it's numb. I'm thankful for everything that I've done. So what now? You're probably asking yourself, is this the end of the vlog? Well, technically, I kind of wanted it to be, but we're not done just yet, are we? In fact, you guys hadn't even seen Signal Hill. We're not done just yet. Now, I would say something quirky like, we're not done just yet. Our journey has just begun. But nah, this is the end. I mean, literally, this is the end. I can't go any further without nature itself stopping me. Hell, if there were still land connecting all the way to Europe, you could bet your sweet ass I would have kept going. But yeah, this is not the end. No, I'm gonna keep vlogging. Yeah, I'm gonna make a snowball, throw it at the camera. I feel like that's would be pretty cool. Now, if I break my camera, you owe me a new one. I missed. All right. This is not the end. Hold up. All right. Now let me do that quirky thing. This is not the end. We have only just begun. I didn't hit the camera. I hit my backpack. I feel like I'm gonna fill my whole backpack with snow. All right, let me try again. This is not the end. We have only just begun. Holy crap, I got it. Ooh, how rude of me. I forgot to mention Morbius. I forgot to give a big speech with Morbius. All right, well, Morbius, this is it. No, I'm kidding, I'm not doing it. All right, Morbius made it to the Atlantic. I gotta have physical evidence that Morbius has also made it to the Atlantic, or else there's no point of this entire journey. All right. Also, why are my fingers turning blue? Can you see that? Why are my fingers turning blue? What the hell's going on? It's not that cold. I should mention, it is not that cold. Unless it's the gloves. Oh yeah, it's the gloves. Something went inside the gloves that's causing that to happen. Oh well. All right, Signal Hill. Or should I say Sigma Hill? Aha. All right, well, European Ruins, it was an honor seeing your history. I want to take a piece. Can I take a piece? Should I take a piece? I will be breaking my code of ethics if I take a rock, because I am destroying history by doing it. So let's see if I can find a loose rock. Actually, a loose rock would be so freaking awesome. A brick, maybe? I don't think I could take a brick to the airport, now that I think about it. Come on. I wonder where I'm standing at. Like, because apparently this canteen had like a bar, a snack area. I'm pretty sure over there was like to eat. Whew. All right. I need one rock. Can nature humble me with a brick or rock? Nope, you're stuck. All right, I don't think I could take a rock. Maybe it's for the better. Oh, what up? That rock looks loose. Oh no, that's tough. All right, I'm not taking a rock. Nature has told me not to steal from history, and so I won't. Oh, there's something buried here. Treasure? Oh no, that's just ice. Okay. I feel like I'm wasting time here. I can't be wasting it. Time is precious, because time is running out. I need to put this phone inside here to get warm, because the battery is at 60%, even though I hadn't moved or touched it. Ooh, you get warm, phone, because I sure as hell won't. All right, let's do this. Let's go back up, visit Sigma on the Wall Hill. Well, goodbye, European Ruins. You don't know how cool it is to be here. Well, maybe you do. I don't know you, but it is very cool being here. Maybe you've made it to European Ruins. If you have, that would be pretty cool. Hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye, Atlantic. You don't know how beautiful it is to be up here. I took a big pause once I gave my little speech, and I journaled for a bit, because it's when you get sick ass views like these where your mind opens up. This trail is also closed. I'm not supposed to be here. I don't know if I mentioned that. You'll see the closed sign in a bit, but it is off limits due to the harsh conditions. But I'm not one to break rules, but I had to. There's physically no way I was gonna pass up this moment. Look at that. Someone did a beautiful rock formation. Now, if I were an asshole and I wanted content, I would have destroyed it. But I'm not. Look at that. More of St. John's. I don't know if the camera does justice for what I'm seeing. I know I keep seeing that every 5 seconds, but it is beautiful, man. It is beautiful up here. You, yes, you, the viewer, you have to come to St. John's one day. You have to come to St. John's, Newfoundland during the winter, I guess. It is amazing. I have never seen so much beauty. Well, this is the second most beautiful thing I've seen. The first one being my ball. Let's get out of here. I feel like what time is it? It is 12:21. It's about to be 1. And I feel like I didn't fully visited everything. I've been stuck on this mountain this entire time. All right, no more goofing around. Let's go to Sigma Hill, record that for a couple of seconds, take a few selfies, and let's get the hell out of here. That guy? No, he didn't also break those rules. It's a chicken coop, guys. We're over there to feed the chickens. Remember that. All right, Signal Hill, we've made it. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's going on with you, bud. I feel like the entirety of the inside of my foot is filled to the brim with snow. Should have bought some boots. Whoa, this phone is insanely cold. It's at 47%, dude. I am actually so scared this phone's gonna die. Okay, I'm gonna take one more photo, and while I make my way back down, I'm putting my backpack so it could warm up, because the phone is actually really cold, and I cannot have this phone die. I repeat, I cannot have this phone die. It's my only way to have proper network around here. And also, I want to take photos. Oh crap, it's cold. I'm assuming a Canon used to be here. Probably got taken down for obvious reasons. I don't know if you want a Canon aiming directly at a city. Awesome photo. Signal Hill, you're cool, but I'm out. That's it. I'm tired. Did a lot of walking. Now I need to climb back down, and the wind's starting to pick up, and the snow. So I need to beat the clock. Hell, I need to molest it if I need to pull this off. Let's see. Battery or GoPro, 22%. Ooh, that's horrible. I burned through 2 batteries, and I hadn't been able to charge them. This is gonna be the 3rd battery. I know when I said I was gonna do that montage when I came up here, I pointed the camera down, and then the recording stopped because the battery was at 1%. And right when I checked it, it died. I'm not even making this up, dude. I fucking hate these kind of situations. Okay. But at least I was able to catch on to it, so I was able to properly switch the battery in the ruins of the canteen. To the bench here, I'm gonna change my battery since this one's also about to die, and then I'm gonna make my way back down. I don't think I'm gonna record the way back down, just because I feel like all of this is probably gonna be unedited since I've been talking constantly. So yeah, I'll see you guys when I'm back down. I'm also gonna put my phone in my backpack to let it warm up, since my phone is close to dying and this portable charger doesn't work anymore. So let me show you guys. I don't think I've showed you where the magic happens. So here's my AirPods. The case broke, like I mentioned. So these 2 batteries, I fully burnt them out. The 3rd one that I'm going to take out right now is going to go there. Then I have 2 more batteries that work. So hopefully I could make them last for the remainder of the day. Let me disconnect this. Oh, and then these are just for coins. I bought them a while back and I had nowhere else to put them. Alright guys, see ya. So I just found out that there is a barracks on the bottom of Gilbert Hill. I have no idea what that is, so I'm just gonna walk around aimlessly until I find it. You guys are gonna get a montage because right now I got my earphones in and I'm just enjoying the vibe of walking through what I presume to be freezing rain. I don't know why they don't just call it snowing, but yeah, so enjoy the montage, and I'm gonna go back to vibing with music. So let me put my sweater back up, get all nice and comfy, and all right, I'm gonna stop talking until we reach the barracks. Oh, and yes, I am sacrificing the last bit of battery to listen to my music because I think I've earned it. I'm back. I just drank water. I need gum. I don't know about you, but I get a strong urge to chew gum here and there. There's my portable charger that I can't use because it's broken. Okay. Gum. This backpack, I swear, it weighs, I'd say about 35-40 pounds. I need gum. It's cold. Put this in my pocket because I don't like to litter in beautiful places or general. We only got one world. Let's take care of it. Yeah. There's a lighthouse all over there. I want to go, but it's too far. I have to circle around the entire body of water. It's not worth it. Not as scary as I thought. Look, cannons. I wish I had someone else here with me to take the photos. I kind of hate taking selfies. All right, I visited what I wanted to see. I'm going back down. Okay. Hope you guys are enjoying this. All right. Yeah, I'm over it. I'm not really tired. Let's get out of here. Looks like this part of the house disappeared. It's long gone from this planet. We can still go inside of it though. Look at that. I feel like I'm entering an old fort. You know, people used to walk around here. There must have been an ammo room. Keep some cannonballs, some ammunition out here. Oh, my leg hurt from stepping on these rocks. I am not well equipped. There's hand sanitizer inside of there. I don't think the British had hand sanitizers. Can you see inside? I don't know if you guys can see that. Nothing cool. But that is why it's cool to me. Many people will find this boring, but you are witnessing a abandoned fort, long forgotten by its tenants, long forgotten by history, but yet it still stands. That is probably the only thing I like about that is why I like history. Not the only thing I like about it, but that's what I like about it. History endures. It survives when many other things doesn't. It is a continuous story that will end when humanity ends. When those who could document it are no longer there to document it, that is when history ends. Let's get out of here, yeah? Now, I think I'm gonna cut the video. I'm recording a bunch of stuff that I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to see. And I am at 75%. So see you guys. I'll be back in a bit. So here's kind of the little mission. There is none. That's it. I saw everything I wanted to see except the legislation building or the Confederation building, which is I'm gonna see it tomorrow, which is on the way to the airport. So I'm just gonna walk around, see if I find anything cool. Look at the touristy stores. I need to find a pin for my brother, and yeah, let's see what we can find. Oh. All right. I accidentally walked into a kind of like a witchcraft store. Whoops. The second I walked in, I was like, oh crap, this is not a place I want to be at. But I didn't want to be rude, so I sticked around and like looked at rocks. Looked at the rocks that were selling. Why are rocks so expensive? Could we talk about the economic development and the rise and fall of the rock economy? Like, why are rocks actually so expensive? But yeah, I felt bad. Gotta be extra careful where I enter now, because I'm gonna feel bad every time I enter a store without buying anything. So not there. I just want to find a pin shop. I want to get a pin of Newfoundland and Labrador. Maybe get some maple syrup, take on the road. Oh, this place might sell something. All right, Should I take a gamble? Yeah, I'll take a gamble. Why not? Let me just, man. All right, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, I'm back. Look at that. Told you it was real. They knew what they were doing when they named that town Dildo. you could capitalize off it. Let's see if I can find the butt one. I knew it. The second I saw that name, I was like, oh boy, I'm 100% gonna either see a hat, a pin, or a magnet that says dildo. And I found one. And if I find a hat that says dildo, I'm taking it. 100% buying it. But yeah, just left the store right now. The guys in there, or the folks in there, were 101% Irish. Didn't know you could know English without understanding certain aspects of it. Oh, that's cool. That's a vintage store, but it's closed. I'm gonna visit this place when they open. Do they have a sign on when they open? No, but I'm gonna visit this place. There's a antique store. I love visiting antique stores. A vegan store? Oh. Yeah, I got nothing going on. I'll visit this place. I gotta stop doing that. I keep walking into stores that have nothing for me. I feel bad, dog. I walked in and it was a girl clothing store. They had a section of rocks in the back corner, so I went over there and looked at the rocks for like 5 minutes again. I swear, I need to stop looking at rocks. All right, there's a store across the street that looks pretty cool, so I'll visit that. The tickle trunk. That's what my uncle used to throw me into all the time. What are you talking about? And then right now I'm gonna go eat food because I'm hungry again. I just got really hungry right now. So I'll see you guys in a bit. By a little bit, I mean basically the whole day. I checked in a motel just across the street, and I swear to God, I laid down for like a second and I fell asleep. So I woke up right now. I'm gonna go to a Tim Hortons to eat. Shout out to Tim Hortons though. They came in clutch so many times throughout my journey, especially when I was in Quebec. I ate quite literally nothing but Tim Hortons to preserve money. There's a Tim Hortons across the street over there, but it's sprinkling right now. I prefer this over snow. And as you can see, I'm not wearing any fancy equipment, no beanie. I decided just to enjoy the winter at its purest before I head out tomorrow. Kind of suffer like ×2 because I feel like I didn't get enough of that. But yeah, Tim Hortons right there. Let's see if it's open. I'll see you guys later, probably tomorrow, because I want to enjoy the rest of the night to myself. The Trans-Canadian Highway stretches from Vancouver all the way to St. John's, basically all the provinces. So yeah, there it is. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? So stood right there from Victoria, British Columbia. So I've been there. I've been to Vancouver. Never been to Banff, but I've been to Calgary. So never been to Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, but I have been to Regina. I've been to Winnipeg. I never seen Thunder Bay, but I've been to Ottawa. Then Quebec. I've been to Quebec. Hopeful Cape. I hadn't been to Hopeful Cape, New Brunswick. I've been to Charlottetown. I've been to Sydney, Nova Scotia, and then St. John. So this is where it ends, all the way over here. That's a really big highway, not gonna lie. But yeah, look at that, 0 kilometers. Technically, I'm assuming this is not the end of the highway, since obviously there's cars going. I wonder where it does end, to be honest, but I guess I would never know. I don't even think I could probably get a picture of this, but yeah, pretty cool. Known unto God. Looks like this is a tomb for the unknown soldier kind of thing. Really nice statue. Really beautiful place. Let's see if we could go down, look at the shore. Could have sworn there was a ship here the other day. I didn't know the importance of St. John's until right now. Well, I've been learning it throughout my journey. I might make a video out of it. I feel like I would like to further study this area. Look at that, settlement and growth. This guy wants his land back. Hate to say it to you, bud, but welcome to history. People lose, people gain, people die, people survive. Welcome to life. I wish you could have your land back, but that's not how it works. Natives used to steal land from natives. As I talked about before, there's been a lot of wars regarding native and natives. So, yeah. Oh look, James Cook. Rest in piss. Same thing with the natives, I suppose. They also rest in piss. Everyone during this time were enemies to each other. The Englishmen against the Spaniards, the French against the Spaniards, and the Englishmen against French. I mean, we could keep this going all day, man. Everyone hated each other. Welcome to life. Pretty cool. What is that? Anarchist? Look at that. People are vandalizing. They really think vandalizing is about to change the course of history. You really think anyone's gonna see that and be like, oh yes, we'll give you your land right back, sir or ma'am, whoever put it, they, them. Hate to say it to you, bud, but I mean, there's only one way to get it back, and that's, you know, we want to take it back by force, but be prepared to suffer the consequences. That's cool. So this port had a lot of importance throughout history, from what I'm learning here. And I do want to mention too, I'm not crapping on the natives, you know. I liked the concept of the native lifestyle, you know. Before currency, before work, before a established system of government, I like the way they used to run things around here, you know. Respecting nature, having a stable government through council and through respect rather than through wealth and through influence, you know. So I like the way their government used to work. Well, certain tribes, you know, because each tribe was uniquely different, and they didn't just roam. For example, going back to Saskatchewan, they didn't just roam within the territories of modern day Saskatchewan. They used to spread out, like through other provinces as well. Like Manitoba, they'll go up to the plains, down to the woodland, or up to the woodland, down to the plains. So, you know, a lot of different tribes. And then you also had a lot of different forms of certain tribes, like the Cree. You had the woodland Cree and the plains Cree and the swamp Cree. You had a lot of different versions of just one tribe. So when people say, oh, they used to belong to native land, well, it's the equivalent to saying that Europe belongs to European people. Like it is, European people is a lot of things, you know. It's a lot of countries, a lot of languages, a lot of cultures, and just like history often says, they often clash with each other. So with the natives, it was literally the exact same thing. They had a lot of different tribes, a lot of different languages, a lot of different cultures, and they used to clash and do the same thing. They used to kill each other. So yeah, so who exactly do you want the land to be given back to? It's a like serious question, you know. I'm not trying to be stupid and argue here. I'm like genuinely am curious, like, who are you going to give the land back to? Let's say right now that the Canadian government or the American government says, you know what, fine, we give up, here, take the land back. Who are they going to give it to? And who's to say that those natives are going to continue clashing for more land or to go back to their original territories? Like the Navajo aren't from Arizona. They're, I believe, from more up north. So who's to say they're not going to continue fighting to try to go back to where they originally were? So it's more complicated than just, oh, give us the land back, you know. Oh, there's stolen land. Congratulations, everything is stolen land. Quite literally. Rome used to steal, Mongolia used to steal, all of Europe used to steal and kill each other. Like, brother, have you seen the history of the Renaissance alone? God, people were dying every 5 seconds for a useless war. That's my little rant about what I believe when it comes to, you know, stealing from natives. Yeah, it was wrong. And you know, part of me wishes that we could go back to a more simpler lifestyle of just hunting and gathering, you know, semi-nomadic. But that's just not how it is anymore. Life will continue to move on. It will continue to evolve and change. It's called modernization, and it is also called what's it called? Century lifestyle, sanitary, I believe, sanitary lifestyle, where humanity has learned to stay put in one certain spot rather than living a semi-nomadic or a nomadic, which is constantly moving to place like how the natives used to do it. So there's my little history lesson right there. You can fact check me all you want. You will see that what I say is true. Well, I don't know what else to do or talk about. I'm gonna continue walking around the port, and yeah, I think I'm just not gonna record anything until I get to the legislation building or the Confederation building, just because my battery is dying out. Let's see how much battery is left. I'm at 55%. And this is my last battery, so I don't want to waste all of it. So yeah, I'll see you guys at the Confederation building. There's a creek, or, well, no, that's too small to be a river, I think, but it's a creek. The best part about trying to navigate the Confederation building without Google Maps is that the building is so freaking huge that I can see it from the other side of the city. So I decided to follow this path that will take me to the Confederation building, and I get to see a really nice view. So I wanted to give you guys that little update. Right now I'm vibing to music on my phone. Let's see, what's my phone battery? Phone battery 69% by only listening to music. I don't know if you guys can see that. 69% by only listening music, and my headphone thing just cut off. There you go. So yeah, I hate my phone. It sucks. It dies way too quick. But anywho, that's the update. I gotta preserve my battery, so I'm gonna go AWOL again until we go to the Confederation building. Made it, but took a wrong turn, so now I have to maybe run across the freeway. You know, that's gonna be fun. I wish I kind of added more content in, because I kind of just been doing what I want. I feel like that was boring to you guys, but it was super fun for me. So hope you guys could forgive me. If you guys have some advice of how to properly make a vlog, then I am willing to hear you guys out. But you know, no one really leaves comments on a small creator's videos. But I can show you this. I do burp. I do read every comment that you guys leave. The hateful ones, the nice ones, whatever comment, I will read it. Just because, you know, I don't really get a lot of comments, and I like to hear you guys' opinions about the videos I make, because it helps me improve as a content creator. Ooh, slippery. Didn't know dry grass could be so slippery. Let's see what else. Yeah, look at the view from the city, but the opposite side, you can't even see the mountains. That thick fog all the way in the distance is kind of covering it up. But yeah, what else? Well, I don't know what else to say. I am officially out of things to say, so I'll just cut it until we're in the Confederation building. Right outside of it, I'll give my outro, and I'll start making my way to the airport, because I don't think I'm allowed to record at the airport. Well, I made it to my final destination. No references to the movie Final Destination. You know, this isn't the prettiest capital I've seen, but when I say this is the most unique capital city I've been to, I mean that in the most sincere way. Such a beautiful life. Such a beautiful life indeed, my friends. You only live once. I'm pretty sure you hear that saying a lot. You only live once, but you should make the most out of it every single second of the day. I'll admit, I've been taking advantage of life recently by spending a lot of time doing a bunch of useless crap. But I assure you that if there's one thing I've learned from this trip, is that time is precious in every way possible. I have seen so much wonders, wasted a lot of time walking, but it was worth it because I got to see all of it. I had a goal in mind, and even though I almost quit, I was able to see the end of it. Look at that, all the way over there. I don't even know if the camera picks it up. That's Signal Hill. Quite literally I made it to the other side of the city. Here is the seal for the province. By the time I take off my camera for you guys to see me, take it off my chest, I guess you could say I got something to get off my chest. Aha! There it is, guys. Really giant seal. I won't lie. Look at the flags too. Look at that. Flags are amazing. I don't know about you, but I love the design for the St. John's, for the Newfoundland flag. It's really beautiful. Let's see if I could position this camera right here, or if it's gonna fall and then I lose all the footage I've been recording. All right, let's see. Let's see. There you go. You get a good view? Is that a good view? No, it's not. Give me a second. I'm trying to find out how to properly position this. Backpack never failed me when it comes to positioning. Let's see. I want you guys to see the full building, but I don't think I can do it without the camera falling. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna leave it like that. I feel like my camera's gonna fall though. Is it crooked? I think it's crooked. If it's crooked, sorry about that. Let's see if I can fix that. Alright. I don't know if it's crooked. Whatever. If it is, then too bad. I made it. This is the end for me. I have reached my conclusion. But some will say that this is not the end. In fact, we're just getting started. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to you guys. That's crazy. Yeah, this is the end, guys. This is the end of the vlog. I have not reached my end goal. Yes, I've been to the Pacific, and I've been now to the Atlantic, but I'm not done just yet. I'm going to Alaska this June to try to visit the Arctic. I'm not sure if I'm going to record that one because it's going to be for work purposes. And so to not distract myself from my work, I am probably not going to be recording. However, I will see how I feel once the time comes and if we can go. If I do end up making a video about it, then hopefully you guys will be able to see me go from Yukon to Alaska, the Yukon territory. And this is my third to last time visiting Canada as well. Since I have now visited all the provinces in one territory, Northwest Territories, all I need now is Yukon and Nunavut. Once I visit those two territories, I will probably not be going back to Canada, since I want to turn my focus now to another country and visit all of their states, territories, provinces, whatever you want to call them. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. Yukon and